I will be doing a movie review of Cyberbully that was released in 2011 and directed by Charles Biname. Now let's talk a little bit about bullying before we get into the actual movie review. According to the Monique Burr Foundation for Children, 13 million students alone in 2023 reported experiencing bullying. So that means 1 in 4 of those students experienced bullying, and 1 in three of those students would have experienced cyberbullying. So imagine a class of 100 students. 25 of those students would have experienced bullying, and 8 of those 25 students would likely have experienced cyberbullying. Now, this movie really hits hard for me because I myself had my own experience with bullying in high school, where this kid, he knew I didn't like a certain type of food at lunchtime because I found it disgusting and repulsive. So what did this bully do to me? He started throwing that food at me every lunchtime, and I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know how to get away with it. It made me feel bad. It made me feel disgusting. And this bullying really left scars on me, and it really reflects what this movie was telling me, and I could really connect with it deep down. I really think that you should watch it, and you should watch this movie because it really showcases the effects that bullying and cyberbullying can have on you. You should also watch it because it provides solid advice to avoid bullying. Some advice that this movie gives is don't believe everything you read on the internet. Some other advice is once you put something out on the internet, you need to expect it to be there forever. Another warning that this movie offers throughout the course of its plot is that it's very easy to go from being bullied to bully with cyberbullying, like responding to a nasty reply when someone's bullying you. The entire plot of this movie is where a 17-year-old receives a laptop for her birthday. She then immediately signs up for a social networking site used by students at her high school, only to then become the victim of vicious online harassment. And that bullying saps her self-esteem and drives her to the brink of suicide. This movie really reflects what the American Psychological Association says about signs that someone might be bullied, including ripped clothing, hesitation to go to school, decreased appetite, nightmares, crying, general depression, or a sense of anxiety. This movie also showcases the deeper and darker side of bullying and the more lasting consequences that it can have. Just like how Jennifer Huddleston says in her own research report, some may be bullied or have negative experiences in online communities that can encourage harmful and problematic behaviors related to issues like eating disorders or self-harm. That's one of the plots of this movie, where the protagonist wants to kill herself, wants to commit suicide because of all this cyberbullying. This movie itself even cites that the Megan Mir Foundation states now that 37 states have implemented anti-bullying laws. This is a great movie to watch. Because it really showcases the consequences and dire effects that it can have on that bullying and cyberbullying can have on teenagers, and it really should push us to get laws and legislation passed to make bullying and cyberbullying have serious consequences to those who want to put others down. But you should be warned that this movie does include sexual advances in nature and quite a bit of vulgarity, so maybe don't bring your younger students to watch this film. But since the main protagonist of this film is a teenager, teenagers should watch it, and so they can physically understand the effects and detriment that bullying and cyberbullying can cause.